that takes me to the question. Glad to welcome you back. This is still Rise and Shine Saturday. Yeah, you know why I do that? Don't worry, you get to understand how to do that. So we have a musicologist, a sound producer, a singer. This dude here, I call him dude, this guy, this man is a collection of talent. I just recently also spotted him on some TV series and some films too. And I had to ask myself, just how much can this one man do? Behind the scenes, on set, on screen, behind the sound console, mixing it. And he also plays the guitar, he does the piano, and just, let me know if I blow the trumpet. But join us and make welcome for the second time. I know for those of you who have been very used and consistent to our montage, you must have seen this face. He's always on your face, like every Saturday, he's always on your face. Make welcome for the second time, Ubong, Ukor.
Although I would have pronounced the names Ubong Ukor, but to say Ubong Ukor. Okay, all wrong, so you get it. I may not get it. Good morning, very good to have you on the show again.
Good morning, good to see you all again. Hi, you don't miss it.
Well, this is way beyond you don't miss it. I know that everybody across the world from Akwa Ibom would definitely relate with that. Yeah, so welcome. He's proudly an Akwa Ibomite, though.
Yes,
he's proudly an Akwa Ibomite. We're very proud of that. So, tell me, I want to start off from the unexpected. Films. What took you there?
Yeah, that was my background. And what I used to work backstage. Mic, sound, and television. You know, 95 to 2003 was with Charlie Boy. And then I managed the audio studio. Over time, I had to work on set of films and videos, music production, and all of that. Now, it's a mix. You know, what the digital age has helped us to do is, like, years back, everybody had just one portfolio. But today you will say, I'm a brand strategist, I'm a media influencer, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a makeup artist. The horizon is wide, except you're a lazy person, you know. So, if you give yourself into the digital space, you can get a lot done. Because the same phone you're using to edit photos or edit videos would create content for social media platforms. The same phone.
I hope I'm not lazy.
Expand your mind.
I'm not lazy.
Don't worry, Ubong Ukor will be your therapist for the morning. You will soon find out. Let him talk some more. You will soon find out whether you're lazy or not. Still doing some off-track conversations before we talk about one question I promised our viewers last week that we're going to sort out this week. I'm going to ask, how has married life been?
Putting me on the spot, beautiful. You know, it's awesome because I tell people there are no absolutes. You can't say this is the extreme. You can't say this is another extreme. To make your life beautiful, you have to learn how to shift grounds up to the point where you're not offending God. Once you're not offending God, I would always advise that you learn the other person, learn yourself, and then agree on the way forward. If not, a man cannot post plate, a man must not cook, a man will only have to give money. Well, prefer they play.
They play.
Wait for
now
it.
you go know whether you go finish 2 decades.
I mean, nobody will tell you.
Right,
So,
great.
it's a matter of having a liberal mind, a matter of having a functional thinking system. Because when you're able to think properly, you will behave differently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations once
Yeah,
again.
do we love? We say hi to you from Spectrum too.
You know,
Yeah.
right? So hello, Mrs. Ukor. We are greeting you because last time he was here, he wasn't married.
single.
Yeah, so now he's
right.
married.
But you know, he did tell us, he did share with us that time that, you know, there were a lot of things in the pipelines, and marriage was not ruled out. You know, doing a lot more in the music space was not ruled out. And it's good to see that between that time and this moment, there's been a lot of growth happening around you.
Yeah, bingo.
Okay, so now let's come back to the reason why you're here for a second time.
Let me ask this so that you will not spoil it for me. Remember last week we were talking about the fact that music has evolved.
Yeah, correct.
It was first of all a big thing about having an album. Oh, my album is out, and then we now grew to where it was about singles. But there is a new conversation about EPs. What are EPs about? If the layman is watching this morning, do you know what an EP is? Let us ask Ubong Ukor this morning.
An EP is an extended play. On the EP, you have more liberty to do your songs longer versions.
Longer than 6-7 minutes.
No longer than 3-4 minutes.
3-4 minutes.
3-4 minutes are
yes,
standard.
Yes, for an album. But when you're doing an EP, maximum of 6 songs, I expect it to be in an EP, max. Except you want to do a bonus track to make it 7, but you can't do more than that for an EP. Because you're going to have... EP is more for art musicians. You know, a lot of people just do music, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't know the rules because they were not mentored, they were not tutored. They don't understand the terms and how these things work. Now, if you're doing an album, you're supposed to, there's an expectation of unique sound that is peculiar to you. So when you listen to Dusi Onyeko, Nathaniel Bassey, Messi Chinwu, you don't need to ask who they are. You already know they have their sound. Those are musicians. You know, then but when you now bring this genre, you sound this way in this song, you sound this way on the other song, you sound this way, you mix random sounds. For me, once I say, this one is just a hustler. And once you take it abroad, they know that, oh, this one is a hustler. You're not a musician. You're just putting sounds together, hoping that one of the different genres you're putting out would hit. You're not doing intentional sound. Yeah, that's what.
Okay. Wow. So EPs are extended plays. You can run it up to 6, 7.
4, 5, yeah.
Okay.
6 tracks maximum on the EP.
6 tracks.
So
Okay.
I have 6 tracks.
So you're currently working on an EP.
Yeah, after the rain.
After the rain. I feel like that's a song of hope.
Yeah, that's what it is exactly.
It's a song of hope. So after the rain, what inspired you? Why did you decide to work on an EP now? I know you've worked on several, works of art in terms of music, but you're working on a new one. What is the inspiration behind After the Rain?
After the rain, the reality of the times we're facing in. I saw your headline for today's show, and I'm like, wow, all of us are tuning in the same frequency. Our reality is setting in. Global economies are crashing. Dollar, naira, all of this coming together. Fuel from 240, 220 to 500 to 620. Prices of foodstuff in the market. These are current realities, and everybody's like, wow, damn boy, young. Things are, so but some are giving up. Some are trying to actually even leave the original plans to find a quick fix for the present day, and some are so discouraged. Some are committing suicide, some are doing things they can't tell you publicly just to stay alive. And in all of this, all I'm saying is look, after the rain, the sun will shine. And then keep on keeping on, everything will be all right.
Okay. Now, I always love to, we always love to put artists on the spotlight of performance. So, just before I ask the next question, let's get to have a snippet of, what.
I feel like I'm already feeling emotional about this song.
No,
don't feel it. Pause the emotion. Yeah, let the song come.
I was listening to him talk, and I felt like tears were welling up in my mind, not in
that would be a new exciting moment. So I can cry on set. That would be
I see tears, though they don't flow. I know what it means to be alone, living in a world of your own. No one really want to call you his own. Like a picture in a frame, locked within those kind of frames. Life is when you're down, your face is wearing a frown, and you have no friend in town. The most constant thing in life is change. It don't matter how hard or how tough it's been. Keep keeping on, never giving up. Everything will be alright. After the rain, the sun shines. Don't you worry, let me see you smile. Keep on keeping on, never giving up. Everything will be alright. After the rain, the sun shines. Don't you worry, let me see you smile. Keep on keeping on, never giving up. Everything will be alright. Hey boy, I know your water's cold. Having counted many miles you've come. Still can't tell, still can't see how many more miles home. Mama held your hands, a child walked through the streets. You walk the streets with an empty feet. Don't bow to defeat, rise on the feet. Claim victory, rise and shine. The most constant thing in life is change. It don't matter how hard or how tough it's been. Keep keeping on, never giving up. Everything will be alright. After the rain, the sun shines. Don't you worry, let me see you smile. Keep on keeping on, never giving up. Everything will be alright. After the rain, the sun shines. Don't you worry, let me see you smile. Keep on keeping on, never giving up. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright.
I feel like I have a lot to say. First of all, it will be from the place that when you hear oldies working on their songs, the flair and the weight of these songs are different from when it's just, oh, let's put music together. So this is a really, really beautiful sound. When is the EP due to be released?
Thank you. It's ready. I want to keep it for September to November 24th, my wedding anniversary. Oh! I like the reaction. Yeah.
1 year in.
Yeah.
We go love, we go
What's
marry.
the way to mark it?
Yeah, I just let the cat out of the bag.
24th of September, the
Correct.
EP is going to be released. So you said an EP is meant to have between 6 to 7 songs, if you so will. 6 songs.
Then you just do
Okay.
bonus track if you want.
Okay, so what are the songs do you have in the EP of After the Rain?
I have Homeland, I have Do We.
You always like home-based things.
Yeah, you have to. Yes, you have to. I'm looking at how we can track back and begin to harness what we have. Coming back to the country, seeing the way Udo is, Bible with so much talent everywhere. But thank God you have institutions like this that is giving people hope. I had Kenyon on the screen when I came in. She used to work with me, and I'm glad to see how far she's come. But there's a lot more to be done for the creative and performing arts industry in Bible State. And when they see people like us, others who come in, whatever what we're putting in, it will encourage them. Why the average artist is no longer recording now is because they don't see beyond the scripts. And okay, now I'm playing them. Who's going to buy? So if you notice, no much recordings are going on right now.
But is that not also as a result of how expensive it is to get these recordings even done in the first place?
Yeah, it's not been cheap. Talk about way back 90s when we used to pay 10,000 naira for a studio session, pay 5,000 to an engineer. You know how much 10,000 naira was? Far back 1990. It's never been cheap. It's about you understanding the value chain from recording to promotion to publishing, how it works, and prepare. Most people just think I just record the song and go blow. It's some work. Just help me. I have 10,000 wax a song. No, it's not about waxing a song for you for 10,000 naira. Do you know what else is required after you get? Even if I do a full album, what happens next? Free of charge. So they need to know all of this, and then record labels are no more available to manage artists, manage their repertoire, manage their content, and take off the burden of being a record label to yourself. They do the work while you focus on your music content while they do the rest. Now, here's the catch. You have digital platforms. They are more profitable than even you having to sell your CD one by one. That's the gospel truth. And from 2017, my last album was sold by Soundgroove Records in Singapore. They put me on every platform. I was not making noise. I didn't need to. They were just doing all of the work. I just see my money in my account, and that's fine. So I'm going to still say this to people listening here. Find a way to find the kind of people that are doing what you want to do. Work with them. and then ask how did they get these things done. Look at the whole social media space. Content creators, from food content creators, to skit makers, to all of that. There's a wide horizon there for everyone to participate if you are willing to ask questions in the right places and follow the right people.
All right. Now, do we even have people in Akwa Ibom State? Do we have a lot of those institutions in the state who are eager and willing to pick up and coming artists, hold conversations towards enlightenment, and teaching these up and coming artists the ropes and how they can go about, picking the necessary information from people who have been in the industry for a long time. I'm talking about engagement. Just this morning, we're talking about gospel artists engaging in some kind of town hall sessions for to have conversations, how to push the gospel music industry forward. Now, in Akwa Ibom State, it's always been the part of, until you leave Akwa Ibom to Lagos, you can't blow, you can't have the kinds of opportunities that are available in the industry. But can we also have those kinds of conversations, people like you who have advanced in the industry, put up fora that can engage these young up and coming artists to get to know? Because like the scenario you just played out, most people, if somebody in this generation is still thinking that having a music is limited to producing CDs and selling CDs before you can make profit, it definitely means that person is like in the ancient days and doesn't have the access to the kind of information that is trending now.
Yes, like I always say, knowledge is power. What you don't know, you're not going to be part of it. Now, for a lot of people come to my studio on phone and they're like, sir, why do you put so much money to build such a studio? Maybe not make what, but people are no longer recording. I said, no, I'm not building the studio for walking clients. I'm building my studios the way they are because I'm a content producer. Now, to answer your question directly, I have signed a group of a cappella guys, symphonics. They are terrific. Then the incredible band, a band of 5 blind people, and they're terrific. Why can I do that? It's because I did not set up the studio as a businessman who wants to make money. First of all, of course, I want money, loads of it, tons of the money. You understand that? But I saw the space, the gap. There are most people who build studios do so because they want to earn money first of all. They don't understand that the more they raise people, the more they duplicate people like Don Jazzy, Olamide, and Co. Look at what they are doing with their proteges. In fact, the proteges are doing better than they are doing. Until we get to that point, and I see our cultural influence, that it's more of our thing not to want to duplicate yourself. It's terrible. Please, churches, when you pray in church tomorrow, help me pray that this spirit of not wanting to duplicate yourself, not wanting somebody to be better than you, that God should take it away in Jesus' name. I think it's no, I'm serious.
No, it's real.
It's a battle I am fighting, because check our space. Look at all ALL, capital letter, all our big artists from the 80s to now. Which one duplicated himself? None. NONE, capital letters. Are you with me? I said none. When I was growing up in Lagos, late 80s, early 90s, there was a band called Carrie's Band. Mama Ashon was in that band. Ask me, that band was owned by an Oron man. It's owned by an Oron man. Ask me, where is that band today?
Dead, I guess.
Yeah. So something is fundamentally wrong that we need to correct if we don't say the truth to the right places and the right people. We have people in the USA. How many times or when have they ever taken somebody from here, Sir Wilka, anybody, to go there? None. What do you think the Yoruba boys go and do in America and UK and fill O2 arenas? So there's a cultural problem we need to solve. Fundamentally, we need to solve that first. I have gone beyond all of that. That 48 laws of powers of something that says you don't be better than your boss, I rebuke it in Jesus' name. Anybody I have raised should be better than me.
These are really strong conversations and they are really troubling.
So, at this point, I'm saying this to every creative artist out there: don't give up. Look for people that still believe in raising people. My limitation is that I don't have as much money as I would want to have to do what I want to do, but slowly and steadily we're moving up, and as I'm going, I'm taking people with me. I'm taking people with me, and I'm sure that at some point God will see all of that effort and sacrifice and say, no, let me just bless this man, because he has.
And then you take up more
and
people.
I'll take up more people. But anytime, any day, that studio is open for anybody to walk in. Once you have an idea that resonates with the way I think, you are good to go.
Very, very great conversation with you this morning. Of course, very exciting when we are looking at the fact that Akwa Ibom sounds, Akwa Ibom gift, it cuts
Unique.
across music, unique but not exported. And you have said that something is culturally wrong fundamentally. But we need to have this conversation with key stakeholders, people who've gone ahead, people who are coming. Let's find a way to mend the bridge. But time for the interview is absolutely out. We've been speaking with Ubong Ukor this morning. Of course, he's a multi-versatile media practitioner, everything media, however you want to turn it, including acting, behind the scenes, all of that. We've been speaking to him this morning. Of course, an upcoming EP for the 24th of September called After the Rain, of course, a song of hope. But like we like to do it every time we have a musician here on set, we'll say our goodbyes and we'll allow him to treat us to lower, lower. I think that's what he called it.
No, let's do Homeland instead.
Okay, Homeland. Okay, let's
Lower,
so
inside
we'll
that cat in the bag.
so we'll do Homeland on our way out this morning. Just remember your nation, remember your state, remember everybody that comprises of the ethnic group in the nationality. My name is Uyayanek, and it's been a great delight laughing and having conversations with you this morning. Thank you for being a part of Rise and Shine.
And I am Francis Oyemade. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Back to you.
A quiet river gently flowing. A quiet river gently flowing. Mother Nature run wild and free in my motherland. Through adversity, we are standing strong. This the land where I belong. Motherland, motherland, Africa. Motherland. This is my home, see the fire burning. Moon and stars are shining, drums are rolling, people dancing. This is where I call my home. Children playing in the streets, passers-by dance to the lullaby, raising dust from African sounds. This is where I belong. It is Africa, my Africa. This my fate, I'm not ashamed. I see our faces and it's all the same. No matter how the story goes, this is where I call my home. A land of great and mighty warriors. I see their faces when I look in the mirror. My motherland. I see the fire burning. Moon and stars are shining. Drums are rolling. People dancing. This is where I come out. Okay.
Okay, now I actually appreciate this look better.
You Rise and Shine Saturday.
Now that takes me to the question.